you all very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. And for a change, I do not mean Republicans. Tonight, there are protesters outside of this auditorium who feel great despair. Tonight, there are people inside this auditorium who feel the same way. All of these people are passionate and angry at the events surrounding the Employment Non-Discrimination Act over the last few days. Let me just say I welcome their declarations. I love that our community is so free with its emotions. We are free with our ideas and our language. I love that the pursuit of free speech and civil rights is evident and alive. It means that all of our work is not in vain and that we have the strength and the power within our community to fight until every person in our country has equal protection under the law. I embrace the dissent, and more importantly, I hear the emotion behind it. It is my mission as the president of the Human Rights Campaign to listen, to comprehend the complications that come with reform, to consider the many paths that we as a community could take to achieve our ultimate goals and ultimately guide us to our destination. And I make a solemn vow to you tonight that I will do everything to harness the power and the passion and the energy in order to achieve a fully inclusive ENDA. But I do not want to forget the reason we're gathered here tonight to celebrate, to reflect on the work of the past, to celebrate the achievements to date, and to look to a future of possibility for us and for the young people in this country. 2 years ago, as the new president of the Human Rights Campaign, I read a story in the Washington Post. It was about a young African-American woman named Felicia Holt from Newark, New Jersey. Felicia was struggling with being young, black, and gay in an economically depressed urban center. But she was also heartbreakingly coming to grips with the violent death of her friend, Sakia Gunn. She was a 15-year-old girl, and she was stabbed to death at a bus stop after she rejected a man's pickup line by stating that she was a lesbian. So Felicia has learned painfully that while being young, lesbian, and out in Newark may be hazardous to one's physical health, to deny who you are in Newark or anywhere else in the United States is definitely hazardous to one's emotional and mental health as well. And so Felicia struggles each and every day. And real-life stories, as you know, are happening all over the country just like this one. So, as I joined the HRC family, my course was set. I knew that if, as a community, we could raise our sphere of influence and affect change in Congress, in corporate America, in the communities, in the churches of this country. If we could do that, we could become a lifeline for Felicia Holt and for every other young person like her anywhere in America. Last year, I stood before you armed with that mission just 4 weeks before the midterm elections. I told you that every ounce of power and energy that we had as an organization, as a community, and as Americans would need to be focused with laser-like precision. We set our sights on a very specific set of political campaigns that we knew could potentially change the face of Congress. And today, because of your passionate commitment, your ceaseless work, your dedication, and your determination, Congress does indeed have a new face. In fact, Congress has many new faces. And one of them is our strongest ally in the House of Representatives, is the cornerstone of our success. She is a tireless legislator for her town and district in San Francisco. It is a city she loves, and it is a love that is reciprocated by her city. She is a tremendous humanitarian, one who embodies the words of St. Francis, the patron saint of her hometown. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. She is, as I'm sure you all know, the Speaker of our House of Representatives, the Honorable Nancy Pelosi. And on May 3rd, 2007, Nancy Pelosi led the House of Representatives as it passed a historic, inclusive hate crimes bill. And last week, she was joined by another one of our friends in Congress in the fight to make hate crimes, the hate crimes bill, the hate crimes law. On September 27th, Senator Harry Reid led the Senate as it passed the inclusive Matthew Shepard hate crimes bill. And no one has been a more selfless or more courageous hero in that fight than my friend and our hero who is here tonight, Judy Shepard. Now, Senator Reid had the power to guide the passage of that bill because of the work that you did to put him and people like him in power. Your tireless work and your votes have removed old enemies like Rick Santorum. His politics and his policies spoke to the worst in human nation. Your voice has replaced him with people who value human rights on every level. And so our Congress this year is giving us a glimmer of the America that we could live in, the America that we're beginning to live in. It's not a country filled with hate and discrimination, but a country full of potential for fairness, equality, and dignity for every citizen. And this Congress and Nancy Pelosi have not only given a young woman in New Jersey the hope for a better future, she has given hope to that young woman's friends, her parents' friends, the economic life of that town, that state, and this country. Now, our community is in a position to have a major and lasting effect on the political life of America. So in the coming year, we as an organization will be dedicated to electing a president that is going to hear our community and understand that Equality for America You didn't even know what I want our president to do. I guess it's a pretty low bar. A president who understands that equality for all human beings is simply the right thing to do. So in the coming 10 days, we have got to garner our forces and strive to change the current language in the Employment Non-Discrimination Bill, just as so many of our brave corporate sponsors have done here tonight, many of whom are with us. In the past 2 weeks, we have been meeting, persuading, and fighting to change the course of this fight. It is our focus and it is our priority right now. This is how you as a community can again make your voices heard and help our friends in Congress do the work that we help put them there to do. You must, in the next 10 days, contact your congressional representatives and urge the House to move ahead with a fully inclusive ENDA. Put your emotions and your intelligence and your conviction to work and help me persuade Congress that the bill must pass. This year, I stand before you with my eyes fixed firmly on the prize. There will be many dark hours ahead. But to quote Dr. King, only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. The work ahead is enormous, and we cannot do it alone. So this year, I want each of you to commit to electing a president who will address the needs of our community. In 10 days, I want each of you to commit to passing ENDA. And tonight, I want each of you to commit to the young people who will be the future leaders of this country in the arts, in government. Together, we send them the message that the world of tomorrow is theirs, but it begins with our work tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you.